Yo, my people. I'm on my way to pick up a check right now in Clearwater. So I got about a 20-minute drive. I'm in St. Pete. And I had some thoughts that I'd like to share with you guys. And if you're on my channel watching me, that means a few things. It means that you're aware of self-improvement. You're aware that this life's pretty deep. And you want to get better. You're interested in stuff. You're interested in learning, which is good. Learning is an interesting thing. It's an interesting topic. Learning means basically you're willing to shed your ego and you're willing to shed your belief system to entertain a new one, entertain a new idea, entertain a new set of beliefs. So that takes a lot of courage and an intellectual person to actually learn something and lay their pride out, which is cool. So I want to talk about business and life, and nothing in a competitive way. All right, I don't believe in competition or competitiveness. I believe that when it comes to making progress in any said area, no matter what, it has to do with you. It's you versus you. And it's always been that way. All right? There's a picture. It's one of my favorite pictures of all time that I've ever seen. And it was in the Olympics when Michael Phelps was competing. And he broke numerous records with gold every single time. It gives me chills to think about that, because that man right there, he worked. He's a workhorse. And I like that. I like the champion mindset. And the picture was him swimming, and he is locked the fuck in, looking forward, straight ahead in the pool. And looks like a fucking alien, just crushing it. And he's 1 inch, literally 1 inch ahead of the guy in second. But the guy in second place was looking at Michael Phelps. You see? So the point of that picture and the point of the story is that you have to focus on you and your path. Don't focus on anybody else at all. Don't focus on the competition. Don't take your eye off the ball. Once you know the plan, once you know what to do, just do it. Lock in. Look down. Keep your head down. Fuck what everybody else is doing. Do you. Okay? Now, this is cool. Joe Pesci, right? I don't know if you've heard of Joe Pesci, but look him up. He's a world-class athlete. He raced. I think he went over 200 races. And what he said is that the best thing that you can do on any given day is put yourself in the best position to win, and then let the circumstances take over. Let the circumstance dictate what happens. Okay? So I've spent a lot of time dialing this in and trying to figure out exactly what he meant by that. What he meant by that is you can't obsess over winning. You can't obsess over your competition. You can't obsess over the results. The only thing that you should ever focus on is making sure that you're in the best position possible to win all the time. Don't worry about winning. Don't worry about the results. Don't worry about how many times out of 10 it's going to happen. Just put yourself in the best position possible to win, and everything will pan out. And you have to do that continuously, okay? Now, with what I'm doing and what I'm learning and what I'm practicing in life, it's boiled down to a few things, a few simple things that I'm going to share in this video, okay? And I'm speaking to men out here. I'm not speaking to women. I don't have anything against women, but you're a different species than me. You're a different species than us. We're biologically wired differently. We have different genetics. We have different everything. We're different, completely different. And I'm a man, so I know about men. So that's who I'm speaking to. If you're a woman, I don't care if you're listening. I love you anyways. Please do. Please listen. But I'm just going to let you know straight up that I can't speak for you like I can speak to the men out here and the boys. 1, self-control and sobriety. This is a big deal, okay? I truly believe that when you become unsober and you get rid of your sobriety, you put yourself at a deficit. You're not in the best position to win. If you're drunk or smoking cigarettes or smoking weed or popping pills or drinking kava, kratom, anything, I don't care. I don't care what it is. If you're consuming a substance, you're not as sharp and you're not as pure as if you were sober. Hands down, point blank period. There's no arguing. I only speak facts. I'm only talking of factual situations. Put me against anybody, especially while they're not sober, or they've been not sober the couple days before, whatever it is, I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over like a fucking train, and you're going to feel it, and it's going to hurt. And you're going to say, damn, I wonder what he's doing. What I'm doing is I've been completely sober for over 18 months. I'm sharp as a fucking tack. I wake up at the same time every morning. I do the same things every single day. My routines are pure. My diet's pure. What I consume is pure. You can't fuck with me at that point. And again, it's not competition. It's just, that's what I do to perform at my best. All right? The next is semen retention. That's a big deal. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. I don't give a fuck. I've been living this life. Listen to me. I'm not teaching you from things that I've heard or learned. I'm telling you this from firsthand experience. When you're having sex or you're masturbating, you're having lustful thoughts, and you're getting rid of your life force energy constantly, you're at a huge deficit. Your energy's lower. You're going to develop health issues. You're not going to be as masculine. You're not going to be as charged. You're not going to have as much energy. You're not going to be able to fuck with me. Okay? I'm 31 years old. When I'm in jiu-jitsu, I throw around these 20-year-olds, and I look at them in the face, and I know they've released their energy probably that day, probably multiple times that day, probably multiple times a week. They're probably watching pornography. They're at a deficit. You're fucked up. You're fucked up if you're doing that. You're fucked up, dude. I'm calling you out. I don't care if you don't like the message. I don't give a fuck. You're fucked up. You're not supposed to be watching porn. You're not supposed to be having sex. You're not supposed to be releasing your energy. I don't care what anybody says. It puts you at a deficit. You can't hang with me. I'm literally aging backwards, okay? My skin has become so clear. My mind has become so clear. I don't think about women anymore. I don't have any lustful thoughts. I haven't watched any kind of pornography in multiple years, probably between 3 and 5, okay? It's hard to compete with somebody like that. It's hard to be on my level. I don't have any disadvantages, okay? That's a big deal. If you look up research on people who have studied other planets, other species of humans, other subraces of humans, on other planets, they live very purely. They don't fornicate. If they do, them and their wife will go off, and it'll be a sacred place and a sacred ritual, and they will have sex to the point where the man releases one seed, one sperm, and that is to create a life. He doesn't orgasm. He doesn't fully release. It's in the Bible. It's spilling over Hermes' cup. It's in Taoism. It's in Buddhism. It's in everywhere. Everywhere you look, it's there, but it's not in plain sight. And the reason it's not in plain sight is because we live on a planet where they want us weak. They want us depleted. They want us controllable. And how do you do that to a man? Lust. It's simple. I'm not here to argue with the boys. I know the boys are going to be upset at this message, and they're not going to like it. And their egos are going to flare up. And they're going to think I'm a fucking old idiot. And that's okay. It's all right. You know, we'll come back in 10 years and see what's up. We'll see how much you've aged in 10 years. We'll see what your health markers look like. We'll see what your face looks like. You can't hide your face. You can't hide your skin. You can't hide what kind of shape you're in. You can't hide how successful you are in your business, in your career, and in your financial state because of the self-control. You can't hide any of that. You know, you can go to the club, you can pop bottles, you can buy a fucking table, you can get Botox, you can take a bunch of drugs, you can pay a bunch of thoughts, you can fucking get prostitutes, you can try and show off to these girls to try and have sex and party away and look cool and wear your Gucci. You can do that. You can be maxed out in your credit cards. You can look cool now. You can do that now. You can do that now. I've done that. Okay, I'm 31. I'm from Miami. I've lived in St. Pete my whole life. Like, you can do that. I've done that. And I'm letting you know that is literally killing yourself. You're killing yourself when you do that. So, can't say I didn't warn you. Just be warned. So, we talked about sobriety. We talked about semen retention. We talked about ridding your mind from impurities. The next thing, this is a big one. This is really big. I got this from Alex Hormozi. Alex Hormozi is a fucking genius. And so is Dr. Kashi. Okay, look them up. His biggest thing is that most people don't succeed because they can't control themselves and they do too much. Okay? When you look up very, very, very successful CEOs, right? You look up Jeff Bezos, you look up Elon Musk, Alex Hormozi, Dr. Kashi, Steve Jobs. They don't do too much, okay? They have like one or two things that they focus on, and that's it. And they say no to everything else. Everything else they say no to, continuously. So, how does this relate to you? Because you're probably not a multi-billion-dollar CEO yet. If you want to be, you can. This relates to you by this, okay? Say you have a job, or say you're striving for a job, or say you like one kind of a sport, or you're doing something. So you want to get better at your job, and maybe you want to go to school for something. Or maybe you want to get good at jiu-jitsu like me, and you want to run a company. You have one or two things, bro. You have only a certain amount of energy to allocate in your life. You have a certain amount of energy, and if you're fucking draining it by releasing your semen and getting drunk, then you have even less energy. So I would advise maximizing your energy, okay? And then only focusing on a few things and saying no to everything else. All right? Now, how does this manifest on a day-to-day basis? Well, this is how. Basically, if you know what to do, right? Like me, I run my company. I take care of work. And I train jiu-jitsu, and I stretch, and I focus a lot on my nutrition, and that's it. That's all I do. Simple. I'm wealthy. I'm successful. I don't have a need for money. I don't have a need for any more relationships. Nothing. I don't need anything. I'm good. So what that means is when I have a day off, it's more important for me to do nothing and say no than to say yes to a bunch of shit. Okay? The more you say yes to things, the worse off you're gonna be. All right? Friends are gonna call you. They're gonna say, hey, let's go grab some wings. Let's go out and have a couple beers. Let's go, I don't know, dude, whatever. Fucking, a girl's gonna call you. Hey, let's go out. I haven't seen you in forever. Oh my God. Let's chill. I wanna go to the pool. No, I'm good. I know I'm gonna sit home and I'm gonna stretch and I'm gonna meditate and I'm gonna study my religious texts that I love to study. I love listening to the Tao Te Ching. I love reading the Bible. I love all that shit. I love it so much because there's truth behind all of it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say no to everything. So a mature person, a mature, successful person, sorry, I dropped the phone. I'm not sorry. A successful person would rather sit in his house, maybe listen to a little bit of music, maybe sit in silence and meditate and stretch and chill, maybe write some notes down and spend their day like that. That's how I measure success, is how you spend your downtime and what you say no to. All right? That matters a lot more than what you think. You know, you're going to get a lot of opportunities, and the more successful you get, the higher your credit score gets, the higher your wealth gets, the higher your energy gets. People can feel it. The more attractive you become to females, the more they're going to want to drain your energy. The better you get and the higher you elevate, the harder the distractions are going to be, and the more opportunities are going to come your way. So you're disciplined and saying no to these things has to increase as well. All right, I'm not going to keep ranting. I have to go pick up a check because I work my ass off and I get paid checks all the time. So I'm going to go pick up my check. I'm going to bring it to the bank, and then I'm going to go to Sprouts. I'm going to get the food I need for my nutrition today, and I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to go to jiu-jitsu tonight, and I'm proud of you guys, and I hope you're on your path. I hope you're living the right way. I love you. That's why I'm making this video. If you haven't realized it yet, I don't make any money from this video. I don't get anything from this. I'm doing this to document myself and hopefully help somebody out there. So let's recap real quick before I leave you. Sobriety, okay? Semen retention, getting your mind right, not getting distracted, and saying no to everything else. Those are the biggest things that I think will propel you forward in life. All right? I love you. Have a good day.